Hey there. It's Elaine Wilburn, formerly Elaine Davis of the Aquino clan. Um, I just wanted to take some time to share some of my memories um, of Kuya Glenn. I grew up with him in the church at Rosewood, and I have very, very fond memories of him. A lot of folks at Rosewood are familiar with the Aquinos now that there are so many of them. I have a lot of cousins, but they didn't start coming over until the late 90s. So, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I didn't really have much of social life outside of church. I had my close friends at school, my besties in school, but my mom didn't really trust me to, not trust, but let me go out and hang out with friends from school, like on the weekends or anything like that. So if I was going to do any type of movie watching or hanging out, it was with the youth group. And my mom was busy or was doing things, family engagements, and the way that I was going to be able to do that and hang out with the only people that I could growing up um, had to do a lot with the fact that she trusted Glenn to get me and my brother to and from these activities with my other cousins. So um, I definitely treasured those times that I got to hang out with the youth group because I know that I treated each and every one of them like family. Um, the cousins, the brothers, the sisters that I didn't have nearby, right? So Kuya was definitely a way to let me be inclusive, me and my brother, with that group. And it's because my mom trusted him. And we all have memories of Kuya's Camry. I love that car. I have fond memories driving up Beverly Hills, up and down the streets, not doing anything bad, but and watching all the latest movies and hanging out or going to Rosemead, playing basketball. My gosh, I was not good at all. Kuya loved basketball, and when we would go to auntie and uncle's house in Rosemead, Kevin's house, and just play. He loved talking about basketball and playing basketball, showing off his skills, and he loved to talk trash, just talk it up. Like he was so confident. I love that about him. Um, Something I love about Kuya Glenn is how passionate he was. If he was giving a testimony, he was so confident and so faithful and passionate. CI was always memorable with him there. You know that he was someone that you could look to for guidance, for wisdom, but to just share his testimony and be honest with you and be a good mentor. Um, I know that he would always check in on me and anyone in the church, but truly mean it. Really check on you, but wonder, how are you doing? And he would remember if you ever brought any concerns to him, um, to follow up with you and see how you were doing. But that passion went along with, whether he was singing along to a jam in the car, if a song came on that he loved, he would just bust out singing it and with full force, gusto, and just sing it and start dancing. He didn't care. And he didn't have the best singing voice from what I recall, but he would sing with all of his heart and he would just go all out. And I love that. Um, I recall, and it's funny because I tell this story all the time. I don't cuss, so I don't swear. Even if I get mad, I don't. Um, and so I remember driving with Kuya Glenn, and he got mad at somebody on the road, and the first thing out of his mouth was like, "Ugh, that nerd," and it just made me giggle. And to this day, if I'm sitting in the car and people just look at me because they're like, "Man, gosh, you really don't cuss," and I'm like, "No, I don't." But I'll tell the story. Oh, my Queen Glenn, I just remember he got so mad. This person was being a jerk on the road, but he would not swear at him. He just called him a nerd. And it stuck with me and it just tickled me pink. And it's one of the things that just makes me laugh when I think of him. Or when I get in road rage, or, I see someone acting up on the road. I just think of Queen Glenn yelling at someone and calling them a nerd. um, this is silly. I'll just share it. I know I've been away from California for quite some time. I moved away in 98. I joined the Navy. But my style, out of uniform, maybe it's because of being in uniform, I pretty much tuck my shirt in all the time. I stole that from Qui Glenn. If you guys remember, maybe his style has changed as he's gotten older, but he always had his shirt tucked in, even in gym shorts. Uh, Sometimes I think about that. It's funny. I say I stole that from him. I took my fashion cues from him. I just like the tailored look and show off my waistline. Just kidding. No, I don't know why. I just have a habit of tucking in my shirt all the time, so no laughing. But I do have fond memories of Kuya Glenn always tucking in his shirt. Um, and here's something that I do want to share. My parents moved out here. I can't believe, I don't know if it's coming on 2 years now, but they moved out from LA and they brought this box over. It's been sitting in my garage. And I finally, literally last Thursday, went through the box. A lot of it was wedding planning stuff, but they just said, here's some stuff from California that was in the house. They sold the house. So I'm going to show you this Hello Kitty diary. So this is going back. And I threw a lot out from that box because it was old, but I'm going to show you this real quick. That's from, I don't know if you see the entry, but I'm going to read you the first two sentences from the entry on January 2nd, 1999. So this is following a break. I was at training and I had just left for the military after graduating high school, and I come back for, I guess it's my first time coming back for winter break, and I'm going back to training on the East Coast. So it's January 2nd, 1999, and it says, I wake up early to get to the airport. Billy, my boyfriend at the time, is with me, my dad, mom, and my brother. My beloved Kuya Glenn meets us there. We take some pictures and say farewell. I'm going to stop right there. I did not know that was in the box. That choice of words, beloved. I don't know how early I got up to go to the airport. It just says I got up early to go to the airport. But I deliberately chose that word, beloved, not just Kuya Glenn meets us there. If you look up in the dictionary what beloved means, it's dearly loved or very much loved. And all I can say is that it held true back then, and it holds true now, that Kuya Glenn is my beloved Kuya Glenn, and he is dearly loved, now and always. I will miss you. I am glad that you are no longer suffering, but now rejoicing in heaven with our dear Heavenly Father. Rest in peace. I love you, Kuya Glenn.